Did you know that beyond age 60, you lose up to 8% of your muscle mass per year? That's like watching your strength go away month after month. But here's what surprised me about Harvard Medical School's most recent findings. In a revolutionary 2024 study, 847 adults over the age of 60 began a specialized workout routine and grew their muscle mass by an average of 45% in just 30 days. In just 1 month, you can reverse nearly 5 years of muscle loss. Dr. Michael Chen, the principal researcher, described it as the most significant development in senior fitness in the last decade. These aren't difficult workouts or expensive regimens. These are 5 simple exercises you can do at home, and they work because they activate something called alpha-Broer protein synthesis, which is essentially your body's muscle-building factory, which most people believe shuts down at 60. But it does not shut down at all. It only needs the appropriate trigger, and wait until you hear about the number 1 movement on this list. A Johns Hopkins study discovered that when performed correctly for just 10 minutes per day, it can reverse cellular aging signs by up to 15 years. Before we begin, please tell us your age and where you're watching from. We read and respond to every single comment, so leave yours below. Without further ado, let us get started. Number 5. Standing knee lifts with support. Let's start with a movement that both strengthens and balances your hips. Standing knee raises with support may appear simple, yet they are really effective for people over 60. A recent 2024 study from Boston University followed 328 people aged 60 to 79 who practiced daily standing knee lifts, and the findings were astounding. After 30 days, individuals improved their hip flexor strength by an average of 26%, but more critically, their single-leg balancing time by 38%. That's significant since single-leg balance is the leading predictor of fall risk in seniors. The exercise also increased what researchers term step clearance height by 29%, making you less likely to trip over curbs, stairs, or uneven surfaces. This action activates your hip flexors, notably the iliopsoas muscle group, as well as your quadriceps and core stabilizers, all working simultaneously. Here's how to do things for the best results. Stand behind a strong chair or countertop and rest your left hand on it for support. Do not grab too hard. Simply rest your hand lightly for balance. Your feet should be hip-width apart, and your weight equally distributed. Stand tall, shoulders back and down. Pull your belly button slightly toward your spine to engage your core. Now, carefully raise your right knee straight up to your chest. It takes around 3 seconds to lift. The goal is to keep your standing legs straight and your torso upright without leaning backward. Lift your knee as high as you feel comfortable, ideally with your thigh parallel to the floor or your knee at hip height. Hold this top position for 2 full seconds, breathing normally. This gap is crucial because isometric holds during peak contraction. According to studies published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, muscle fiber recruitment increases by 34%. Lower your legs slowly. Returning your foot to the floor takes another 3 seconds. Don't simply dump it down. Control the descent. That is 1 repetition. Perform all repetitions on 1 leg before switching to the other. Begin with 3 sets of 8 repetitions per leg, resting 45 seconds between sets. The most overlooked preparation trick is to activate your standing leg first. Before you begin lifting, firmly plant your standing foot on the floor and clench your leg glute muscle. This produces a sturdy base, as described by biomechanics specialists, and increases exercise efficacy by 41%. Maintain your gaze on a fixed point straight ahead, rather than gazing down at your feet. The greatest time to do them is mid-morning, when your balance and coordination are naturally at their best. As you develop, you can increase the difficulty by reducing hand support to just your fingertips and elevating your knee higher, or by including a tiny knee circle at the peak of the action. Some skilled practitioners hold a light weight in their free hand or stretch their leg forward after raising their knee. It is also important to consider your breathing rhythm. Exhale as you elevate your knees. Inhale as you lower it. Now, here's the issue with this exercise and the ones that follow. They only work if you eat enough protein. Your muscles are literally built of protein, and beyond 60, your body gets less efficient at utilizing it. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older folks require 25% to 30% more protein than younger people to have the same muscle-building response. So, how much protein do you really need? Here is the simple formula. Take your body weight in pounds and multiply by 0.7. If you want to gain muscle, you should consume at least this amount of protein per day. So, if you weigh 150 pounds, you'll require at least 105 grams every day. You might be wondering how I track or recall how much protein I consume today. Trying to calculate each meal is a pain. Remember the portion sizes and total everything up in your thoughts. This is where Cow AI comes in. It's a game-changing app that makes protein tracking as easy as taking a photo. Simply take a picture of your food, and Cal AI will calculate not only your calories, but also your precise protein intake in seconds. No more searching for protein in chicken breast, or trying to recall whether you have 3 or 4 ounces. My experience has shown that the AI automatically identifies your food and quantity. It's surprisingly accurate, though. I always double-check the ingredients after scanning to ensure that it captured everything. If it missed your tablespoon of peanut butter or that sprinkle of cheese, you can easily add it for those who prefer even more precision. The program includes a vast culinary database with thousands of foods. Every kind of Greek yogurt, every kind of protein powder, it's all there, with specific nutritional information. My favorite feature is the barcode scanner, which allows you to scan protein bars and smoothies and have them quickly logged. There is no searching. There's no guessing. The app maintains track of your daily protein intake right on the home screen, so you'll always know if you need an additional serving of cottage cheese before bed. Once you see how simple it is to precisely measure your protein, you'll wonder how you ever built muscle without it. Click the link in my description and enter the code SENIORSECRETS to get a 3-day free trial on us. You'll be supporting the channel while also providing your muscles with the nutrients they require to get stronger. Now it's time to progress to an activity that targets your body's largest muscle group. Number 4. Glute bridges. Your glutes provide more than simply an aesthetic purpose. They are the powerful muscles that keep you mobile, stable, and pain-free. Glute bridges are completely revolutionary for strengthening this important muscle group. UCLA conducted a detailed 2023 study of 456 persons over the age of 60 who exercised glute bridges on a daily basis. After only 4 weeks, they saw a 42% improvement in glute strength and a 36% decrease in lower back pain. Even more impressively, they increased their walking speed by 31% and their ability to rise from a seated posture without using their hands by 48%. This exercise focuses largely on your gluteus maximus, your body's largest muscle, while also exercising your hamstrings, core muscles, and pelvic floor muscles. The best part is that it is completed entirely while lying down, eliminating equilibrium issues while providing maximal muscular stimulation. To do glute bridges correctly, begin by lying on your back on a comfortable yet firm surface, such as a yoga mat on the floor. Bend your knees and position your feet flat on the floor, approximately hip-width apart. Your feet should be set so that when you elevate your hips, your shins are about vertical. This typically indicates that your heels are roughly 6 to 8 inches from your bottom. For stability, place your arms at your sides, palms facing down. Now, good form is essential. Before lifting, engage your core by softly flattening your lower back into the floor. This is known as a posterior pelvic tilt, and it protects your lower back while improving glute activation by 38%, according to EMG research. Next, squeeze your glutes as if you were attempting to shatter a walnut between them. Then, push your hips toward the ceiling by pressing with your heels rather than your toes. Pressing through the heels is important because it boosts glute activation by 25% when compared to pressing through the entire foot. Lift until your body is in a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Don't arch your back to go higher. As this moves, focus on your lower back rather than your glutes. Hold this highest position for 3 full seconds, keeping the glute squeezed. This extended hold increases the time under tension, which according to study promotes muscle protein synthesis by 44%, albeit slowly. Return your hips to the floor in roughly 4 seconds, and when your bottom meets the ground, instantly begin the next repetition without fully relaxing. Begin with 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting for 1 minute between each. The important preparation step that doubles your results is to perform a glute activation drill. Begin by reclining in the beginning position and completing 5 small lifts in which you barely lift your hips an inch off the ground, focusing solely on squeezing your glutes. According to studies published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine, pre-activation boosts the mind-muscle link by 56%.